Hello everyone and welcome back to another Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever cast. We've got a mid to high rated game today. We're going to be playing on the map generator and it's a 5v5 with a whole bunch of reclaim in the middle right here. These kind of mountains, kind of pock-marked little volcanoes here. Kind of looks like one of those disgusting like face spot popping videos that Redditors seem to love. Redditors. So let's look at our teams. Well, let's start at the bottom. We've got Cyrilto, if that's how you pronounce it. He's in the French team here. There's quite a lot of French players. He's the lowest rated player today, so I'm going to be cheering for him down at the bottom. And obviously, he's going UEF. What a mad lad. Love to see some UEF action. On his team up here, it's Okpuck, and a player. He's playing in brown. He's playing Cybran. You'll definitely see him if you play in the EU time zone. We've also got Peepoonoob, and he's a ladder warrior. I've faced him a few times on ladder myself. He's playing in white power Cybran today. And up here, in questionably furry purple, we've got the snagglefox. He's also playing UEF, although that purple actually kind of looks pink when you look at it like this. Maybe my screen not doing too well today. We've also got Yojih from the French stack as well. So, custom game today with a whole bunch of French stack on the top team. Left team, should I say. On the right-hand side, they're mirrors. Let's start at the bottom as well. We've got the GreenSubmarine, and he's playing in yellow, so don't drink the yellow submarine water, I guess. Up here in Scab Red, we've got Cascade playing in Aeon. That's actually a really good name for an Aeon, Cascade. That sounds like an Aeon champion to me. In Breast Cancer Awareness Pink, we've got Psycho Ad, and he is a player who has killed me before. Very sadly, I remember him doing that in the epic fail game. He just YOLO'd in and murdered my ACU whilst I was being stupid. In red, we've got the highest rated player equal to Okpuck today. It's going to be Trith. He's playing in that very customary blood red Cybran here, walking forwards from a land factory. And last but not least, we've got playing Battle for Azeroth. We've got Ferfer, and he is playing in this glorious blue Cybran. Don't see many blue Cybrans, but no Seraphims in the game today. We are playing a purely classic Supreme Commander. Apparently, nobody wants to play as the Seraphim. Those galaxy-eating locusts. Obviously, that's not technically law-friendly. They tried to do some stupid thing about them being pacifists, but also trying to destroy the entire galaxy. That was incredibly dumb, GPG. They really should have just gone with a locust-eating galaxy threat. That would have made so much more sense in every single way, and so that's how I'm going to decide to canon it. It's a canon event. They turned up very hungry and decided to eat the galaxy. That's what happened, okay? Anything about them having their own pacifist religion, that's banned. We don't believe in that anymore. So, Cascade moving forwards. He's collecting the reclaim. Who else is collecting the reclaim? Well, just about everybody. Some players seem to have forgotten it. There's a bit in the chat here, some French. I have little likes to fear for you. Press 1 if you think it's bad. Does the French voice sound sexy? Ooh la la, monsieur. No, it really doesn't. It's like... just comes across slightly pretentious. But then, I am English, so, you know, we have a small tiff with the French. Something you may have heard of, called the 100 Years' War. So we're going to have a 2v1 at the bottom here. GreenSubmarine on an intercept path here for Cyrilto. Cascade happy to just slurp the mass, and really surprised that the team won over here. They're not challenging for the reclaim as much as they perhaps should be down here. Almost all of it's going to be gone by the time they get there. If you see this kind of a thing in the middle, you really do need to YOLO your ACU to the middle. Collecting that mass is so important. It will get you so many mexes. And if we look at the mass income now, you can see that Team 2, they are ahead, but not by much. If we put it on reclaim, still kind of even. Okay, so it hasn't made a big difference. Going to be a battle in the middle here. Let's turn the map on so you can look at the action, because we are going to be focusing on different things, so you'll be able to keep up what's going on here. It's a map gen, so obviously the map background is white. So the comm tickling has started in multiple places. We're going to check this one out first. This is UEF versus Cybran. Traditionally goes well for the UEF. Perhaps not the case anymore though. You can see that we are in a post-patch game and therefore the Cybran has started with 18 regen to the UEF's 10. And that means that if the fight goes for more than like 2 to 3 minutes, the Cybran actually has more health than the UEF, especially if the UEF stands in the Tech 1 artillery fire like that. Trith and Peepoo up here. You know, he is actually called Peepoo, as in like toilet humor, but I think Peepo is actually nicer. Peepo is quite a cute little character, so we'll call him Peepo instead. Roughly even exchange here for Psycho and Okpuck, although Okpuck, obviously with the more regen, he's going to come off better in the long term from that. Really do need to press the advantage as UEF. Remember, you have much less regen, and you're going to struggle late game without any experimentals, so you want to press the attack. Peepo is under threat here. He's got a little mantis to help him, but Trith and ferfer pushing in potentially could do a lot of damage to him, but looks like they're not going to press the advantage all the way in. They could almost certainly have killed him here, but it would have left them out of position, especially with this very nice flank here from snagglefox. That is a good play. He pulls his units all the way around the back of the two ACUs, and then when they come back to defend, he just retreats. Rescued his friend Peepo. Very nice play, snagglefox. That kind of like awareness of what your allies are doing and how to protect them is a credit to you, sir. First upgrade, and that's going to be a gun range and damage for Okpuck on that Cybran ACU. Using his mantis here to speed that up, which is something you don't always see, but it's something that Cybrans always have the option to do. 5 mantis have the build power of an engineer, so if he can afford that, that's going to be great for him. And this 2v1 in the middle here against Peepo didn't really come to anything, and now there's going to be a 2v1 on the top against Ferfer, and he's at 1500 facing a 19 and an 18, and he's going to be in trouble here. He needs to build Tech 1 PD. He's working on it. If he loses these engineers, he needs to start another one further back. All of his engineers are actually moving forwards out of the base. That is disastrous for him here if he loses them. And a T2 upgrade here for snagglefox, so potentially can move in and do a whole bunch of damage. Both gun ranges here for Psycho and Okpuck are going to finish at roughly the same time, even though they started, Okpuck started a lot earlier with support, and that's because I think Psycho has a little bit more E. There's a lot of E here. He can afford to dump a little bit more E into it. Eco-wise, let's put it back on mass totals. Team 2 pulling ahead. Not by much though, not by much. So we'll see how our captains here, we've got obviously a 2k rated on the right hand side here, Trith is 2k, and on the left we've also got Okpuck down here, so slight offset. We'll see how the team captains can pull it through for their teams. I haven't seen this game, by the way. This was dropped into the Discord, so if I put the effort into cast this and it desyncs, I swear to God you're banned forever. I'm kidding. I watch so many replays and so many of them desync after people tell me it's good, but here we go. Psychoad still on that 10 regen, and Okpuck after a whole bunch of battle on that 18, and they've been fighting for like 3-4 minutes now. So the more health definitely for Okpuck in that Cybran ACU. 4 Tech 1 bombers actually look like they're going to be bullying here. They're bullying Psycho. Some Corsairs come in as well. There is some action at the top, but we need to stay here. Psycho, you have to dodge here or you're gonna die. I don't see any inties coming to support. GreenSubmarine has some, but he's not. Oh, there goes the Corsairs. There's so many of them. There's only 2, but they fire so many missiles. Some inties kind of like ending up here trying to support, but here come the Corsairs. Dodges that one. Dodges those as well. That was some great dodge there, Psycho. Well done. Black pops up. Oh, another Corsair turns up, and that's going to pick him off. The Flak not able to deal with it. So that is going to drop Team 2 by a player there. Poor Psycho. He got ganged up on by air there. Although they were from his direct opponent, so it's not really like he could complain. Now we'll have to see if Cascade can hold with his double gun. But obviously, again, Aeon, no regen. So the longer the fight goes on, the more it goes to the Cybran, who is now up to 30 with 2 vets. So it's almost as much repair as the Nano gives the UEF commander there. Let's back out. Yojih looks like he tried to bite off a little bit too much there. He gets shooed away. But Ferfer really needs Tech 2. I really feel like he needs a Tech 2 here. He hasn't got it in his ACU. He's got Factory. Yeah, okay, he's doing the sensible thing. He's getting a TMD. Did that Tech 2 upgrade for snagglefox result in a TML? No, it didn't. He went for a point defense. Don't stand in the shells, Ferfer. That's it, buddy. Jesters out here. That's an interesting call, but they're actually a really good call because there's no anti-air anywhere in this force. Maybe we'll split for this one. Got some beetles as well. Ferfer, you absolute mad lad. Down here, Okpuck is defending with some gunships from Cascade. Sorry, he's being defended by gunships from Cascade. They're picking off his units. In the middle up here, we can see there's an attempted run by Trith, but that's going to get blocked. Not going to happen. Maybe he'll try to collapse onto Peepo's commander. A lot of action going off on the map here, as you would expect from a from such a big game with sort of 5-a-side on a smaller map. I think it's a 10 by 10. No, 12 by 12. GreenSubmarine in trouble here. He's getting killed by Tech 1 units. I feel like he could have killed these units, but he's focusing the ACU kind of unnecessarily. Oh, he gets popped by Tech 1 units when he's surrounded by his own Tech 2 units. That's very sad. And there is some sort of graphical bug in the screen with these. That's disgusting. There we go. I can get rid of it. Thank the Lord for knowing how that works. Cyrilto here is going to get bullied by Cascade's gunships. We've got bricks in the middle. Let's split again. But the bricks strongest thing. Oh, I've messed that up. The bricks' strongest asset is their range. So if you YOLO them in like that, oh. Cyrilto gets picked off by Tech 2 gunships. He had flax coming out, but it wasn't fast enough. And we're losing players thick and fast in this game. The bricks did get killed. Remember, if you're gonna make bricks Tech 3 units early, you've got to use their range. Don't walk them in so much if you can help it. I have quite an unusual bunch of PD down here. This looks like it was a Sparky drop, which is really cool. I kind of missed that Sparky drop on the bottom corner. Again, bricks in the mountains here. Where is the gun on the brick, you might ask? It doesn't have one. What it does have is a small little light. That's it. Apparently that's its gun. Pillars and mongoose chasing down Peepo here. But that's never going to work. This is just not enough damage to threaten an ACU. Tech 1 bombers as well. They're going to impact mostly on the shield. Again, the bricks not using their range here. And the ACU is able to deal with them with the overcharge. Overcharge is much more expensive now, so it's not like it's free. But this tanky UEF ACU, up to 38 regen a second, it's got Tech 2. So more health than it would normally have. And these bricks really struggling there. Just not able to get the damage onto this ACU. That sending them in one at a time is just suffering, Trith. What are you doing, my man? Snagglefox is not even moving. He's just sitting there overcharging you. Get him with the bombs. Get him with the bombs. Yes. 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 If only he'd kept the bricks there. Oh, Ferfer, you absolute mad lad. The beetles. If only you'd gotten that. Oh, you're such a hero. Trying desperately to make the Baneling attack work. But it didn't work there. Trith starts screaming for E. I don't know why. What is he working on that he needs E? Oh, he's stalling his way through a T3 P-Gen. Did he even make Tech 2 P-Gen? He has 2 actually, so his E is looking okay. I'm not sure why he needs E so bad. Now again, bricks fighting Tech 1, and they could kill this with almost no damage here, but they're kind of walking into all the Tech 1 units. Cyberans have so many good units though, like the bricks are so strong they don't necessarily need to use their range. But okay, who would win, guys? 10 Tech 1 anti-airs or 10 Tech 2 pillars? Look at these mammoth tanks. Let's go. The GDI making their return there. Off to fight the Brotherhood of Nod. Oh, I missed it, but Ferfer got picked off by a strat. How did that happen? I guess he just got bullied in his base. He doesn't really have any anti-air. And things are looking quite bad. The 4 Team 2 here. They're down to just 2 players. They've got this push here that's doing some good damage to the mexes. But Snagglefox managed to get shield on that ACU, so he's going to be a real problem. MSG starting laser. Okay, so we've got the whole French stack. That's what's going on in here. MSG and Obli are 2 high-level French players, like 2K rated. MSG obviously is the TML enjoyer. So they're probably in the same Discord. They're going to be in the observer slot here. It is a custom game. But it's a French stack outing. And again, the bricks not using their range. Please! That Tech 2 pillar attack getting cleaned up. But not after it kills a few mexes. Trith in trouble here. He's surrounded by Tech 1 units. But Snagglefox not interested in attacking with his ACU as well. We've got bricks at the front door. How is the eco doing? Well, Team 2 are actually ahead by 100 mass, which is pretty significant. We're talking 20-25% advantage here. They're also doing some great damage down the bottom. Cascade's doing a lot of work with this push. Okpuck defending with Tech 3 gunships. And yeah, there's no anti-air in here, so that's going to work out great for him. Yojih under attack at the top, but that's probably going to work out okay. And this is an interesting move. Okpuck is chasing these units. He's like a dog chasing a truck. What will he do if they actually turn around? He doesn't know what he'll do if he catch it. The units turn around and primary him, and he realizes maybe I shouldn't have chased them with my ACU. Oh, no. He could get us some money overcharges in here, by the way. Oh, but Harbs roll up as well. That's going to be it for Okpuck. He is out. Passes his base over to Yojih. These bricks at the front door are now coming against Percivals, the Alpha Strike champions. And the brick is one of the few units you can really use Percivals against. That's got enough health that the Alpha Strike is worth it. As they don't trade very well against GCs or chickens right now. Obviously they don't really work against crabs or fat boys either, or Tech 1 or Tech 2, so you really want to use them against a unit with lots of health like the brick. Tech 2 push here. Well, it's coming against a lot of gunships. All these whalers, a lot of damage. I don't think this attack's going to do much damage here. Maybe it would be best to go for just as many engineers as you can, but this is going to leave a lot of reclaim. Did I see that? Yeah, laser started, so who's left? Peepo, possibly. Going for laser. Did he complete it? No, he's still doing it. Okay, but when that finishes, Trith here is going to be in trouble if he doesn't notice that. Our air control also for Team 1. Yojih with a big air grid. Well, not necessarily a big air grid, but he's got a lot of gunships. He takes out the ASF here. He's going to ambush them. They're kind of caught napping. He has 2 to 1. They're both microing here. You can see they're trying to get behind each other, but that's just going to be way too many. And in come the whalers. And this is a big problem. Whenever the gunships turn up, Trith asking for an Omni. My man, Cascade has bigger problems right now. He's literally about to die. I split because we got a push here as well, but these detonating T3 P-gens are going to cause a lot of damage. Cascade tries to move away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, Cascade going to die here to these gunships. That's unfortunate for Team 2, who are now down to 1 player. So it's a 1 versus 3, is that correct? Yeah, a 1v3. So if you're in Trith's position now, your ACU is in danger. You've got all these gunships ruining the back of your base. There's another push here. There's actually also a laser comm moving in, but he doesn't know about that yet. Gunships going straight for the ACU. Yeah. Deciding to pull back. There's actually a flak in here as well. Quite a few Tech 1 anti-airs up here. I feel like using these gunships to just absolutely wreck the economy to pieces would possibly be better. Trith has to win this in a macro game, right? If you are down 1 player to 3, sniping is normally out of the question. You need to win in a macro game. And just look at this mess. You're making some progress here, you're making some progress here, maybe, but your main base is, like, you are massively under threat right now. You've got Percival's from the top, you've got a brick army from the south, you had gunships and ASF over the top of your base. He's taking hull damage because he's only got, oh, he has got nano actually. That Cyber nano is very strong. Percy's, are they going to be primering his ACU? No, they didn't. But he's definitely going to lose this fight here unless he gets some money overcharges. There's also the laser ACU walking in. Bunch of units in the base. They get a T3 P-gen in the air grid. That's going to do some damage. Maybe Trith will be able to come back with air. I don't know. He just needs to survive right now. Like, literally, current objective is survive. He's down to half health from these Percys. Ah! No! Focus the ACU. Is he about to leave the game right now? Oh my god, down to 5,000 health here. A mongoose rolls in. Get out of here, mongoose. You. Oh! A dodge! Oh, another dodge. And a block. That shot did absolutely nothing. Oh, down to 3,000. 2 more Percy shots will kill him. But looks like some either some bad commands or just general unit pathfinding derpiness is going to save Trith there. He walks away with just 3,000 health. Regenning back up to 4 now. In comes Peepo, and he's got the laser upgrade and stealth. He's eating a whole bunch of turrets here. I feel like he should have just gone in. Walking around isn't going to help, really. Maybe you can go down here. This army gets cleaned up. Yojih needs to rebuild his air grid. There are more and more Titans streaming in all the time. Snagglefox might get cut off here as well. He's bringing his Percy's back. That there's a whole bunch of bricks. There's like 10 bricks here. Really needs to protect his AC. He's going for T3. That's a very unusual choice. He already has T3 on his land factory, so he's not going to get any additional construction options out of this. It might be better to go for like nano. Where is Peepo? Well, he's getting killed by Tech 2 gunships? How on earth is that happening? Maybe he should have gone cloak. Okay, looks like he's going to pick off these here. More gunships come in. He dodges that one. Picks off this with his laser. The laser obviously has the higher gun range. There's a frantic kind of pitched battle here between Peepo's ACU, airships, gun. There's the whole bunch of anti-air on the ground, and the gunship's trying to pick off his ACU. PD being spammed in the middle, but if Peepo can break this, Trith will be very vulnerable. Not that he wasn't vulnerable already, but he'll be in a much worse situation. He needs to focus the Percivals, though. Oh, so close! How did that miss? Percivals, what is your accuracy these days? Oh my god. I thought he was going to live there somehow. Poor Peepo gets taken down. Very sad for the green frog. Percy Jackson the Hitpoint thief strikes again. And that's going to leave Snagglefox and Yojih versus Trith. That's a 19 and an 18 versus a 2k here. Are they going to split the base top and bottom? Maybe. Yojih gets these bottom bases. Might be better to hand this one to Fox. Maybe. How is the air doing? Well, there's Tech 1 bombers here. That's not really very useful. There's ASF production for Trith. He's queued up a rebuild of his thing. How's his ACU doing? Well, he's back to full health. The Cybran Nano is absolutely ridiculously strong right now. Basically a free nano from their racial repair rates. Titan skirmishing here. Gunship's going to protect them, but they're going to run into a Redeemer. There's a TML at the front, and it actually has got 4 missiles loaded. Could use that to pick off, maybe, if we go here. Yeah, pick off mechs. These mechs are all in range. That's well within his capability to do. Do need to get a hold of this incursion here, though. They can't just defend this with air. They really need to get PD, but all of these engineers are idle. They've got to get some Tech 2 PD here. Just spam like 10 Tech 2 PD. Like what Trith did here. This is a very effective area denial. Just force them to go around or something. Snagglefox going to move up here. He's got his AC. He's got bubble shield. This is as chonky as the UEF boy gets, basically. About 30,000 hit points. Spider for Yojih. Again, he has gone for Tech 2 engineers here, but they're on reclaim. He desperately needs to just spam PD. Desperately needs to spam PD. Though now no anti-air in this mix until this here. So all of this is going to get killed for free by the gunships. It is going to deny the area though. And things map-wise, we're looking at, ooh, what's this? I don't know, maybe 35% of the map. Not looking great. Maybe 40% not looking great. Spider going to pick off some bricks. That's great. Maybe it will even get a vet off of these bricks. That's perfect. If it can get a vet from them as well. Bam. Yeah. Maybe its cannons pick off this Percival. Bam. Whoa. Very close to a vet, so that will arrive with a little bit more health than you would expect. Trith completes a megalith though, so his eco up to 1.1k. He's miles ahead in the eco. He's managed to hold it together whilst his push, even though there's no anti-air, has ripped apart Teams 1's southern base here. Tech 3 factories being built. 2 spiders on the field for Yojih. The Percival's eating bricks here. Now where is this spider going? Well, the crab is making a beeline for the spider. The spider really should go this way and try and avoid the crab if they know about it. They don't. So not really a lot of... No Tech 1 scouting going on. Don't see any scouts. But the crab is going... The spider is going the right way anyway. It's brutalizing this base. There's nothing to stop it. Massive bank of Tech 2 PD. What you expect? Can deal with the spider. First of all, is very good against the spider, but even they are going to get crunched today. A fat boy from Snagglefox. Oh no. I mean, yes, but the fat boy can actually just die to this. So, not sure why he's chosen to go the fat boy route today. A satellite. Okay, maybe it would have been better to get a crab. Go and get a an engineer from Yojih. Choosing to retreat this spider now after depleting the shields. That's bounced, so it looks like he's going to lose this just to the gunships, which is quite sad. Fat boy probably doing more friendly fire to the structures than it is to the enemy units. At the top, well, this spider looks like it might actually die to just brick fire. Bricks are very strong. Trith responds with his own spider. Although this one does have some regen. And more HP, I don't think it's going to be enough to save it from the from getting pooped to death by the little sponsoon guns on here. Big group of Tech 2 gunships, and Team 1 technically have air, so they really shouldn't be allowing this. How many gunships do they have? Well, they did clean up all this army, but they've lost so many bases unnecessarily. Very tasty gunship pickup for these ASF here. Trith, no real ASF to speak of himself. Why are they coming up here? That doesn't make any sense. Please kill the gunships. We put it on their view though, we probably don't know. They see an air grid, so they don't really know how much is there. Again, they could fix that by scouting. But map control wise, well, we are down to a quarter of the map here for Team 1. Things are not looking great. They're down an eco. Trith has come back from a very, very sketchy position with his ACU kind of like 2,000 health. And being encroached on by all sides. There's a big group of gunships, actually. That's a lot of gunships for Yojih. 12 T3 gunships here. 13, 14, 15. 15! He's got a lot of T3 gunships. And, well, Trith's ACU, whilst it has 17,000 hit points, is not invulnerable. There's a few SAMs here. Trith had to win this game on macro because sniping lots of players is difficult, and when you do it you lose units, you lose map control. Having to put all your resources into a snipe. Oh no, the fat boy is getting caught. Yeah, building a fat boy to deal with this kind of stuff isn't even that good, to be honest. You'd be better off with just literally any other experimental. A spider would probably be better. Although Tech 1 arties are quite good against spiders and crabs. Maybe a chicken or a GC would have been better if they had the tech. We've got a Billy nuke from Snagglefox. And there's no TMD. There is a TMD actually. There's a... But the TMD gets Janused right at the last second. That is a brilliant Billy. I love me a Billy nuke. Nice one, Snagglefox. Up to 31,000 mass killed. The gunship's now wrecking all of these. This is what they needed in the first place. Just some Tech 2 PD. And there's a chance for them to take these gunships and roll over this base. There's no anti-air in this base. They could very quickly kill off the airbase. Potentially come for Trith as well. He's only got some SAMs here. This will, you know, you can see how quickly this is killing a megalith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how much health he has on his ACU has gone from here. 17,000. So 6 seconds of fire. Obviously, the crab's hitbox is bigger, but this push is looking very bad for Yojih though. He loses his own spider. He's got very little defense up here. They'll probably need to bring the gunships up. How many gunships will he lose in this engagement? No, why is the air leaving the gunships to die again? He's losing gunships completely unnecessarily here. Actually, a Billy Nuke here would be great right now for snagglefox. But he's taking crab fire, no! The Ravagers turn around and shoot backwards. He manages to dodge one here. His Billy Nuke's still reloading. He gets picked off. His death explosion kills the crab. Rest in peace, snagglefox. And it's now down to a 1v1. Yojih versus Trith. But the map control looks awful for Yojih. He's in real trouble. He just control Ks immediately. Feels like it's all over, but he did actually have enough stuff. If he hadn't lost so many gunships there. How many gunships does he have left? I think he lost most of his gunships. Probably parked them by the flak. Yeah, there's a lot of dead gunships here. But potentially he could have just gone and killed the ACU when he had all those gunships. Rather than trying to defend, just go and snipe. Because you're behind on map control, you're behind on resources, behind on units. That's when you've got to be thinking about the snipe. GG, well played today. Let's go and have a look at our scores. Okpuck there with 2, Trith with 2, Cascade with 2, and Yojih with 2. So no standout ACU murderer. Trith did well to hang on there. He was beset on all sides by the iniquities of the other team. He had Percivals moving in. They nearly killed him. A tiny bit more micro on those Percivals. They would have ended his life. He had so many gunships over his base, but he meant they primary different targets. He had units moving in at the top. He had a spider in the face, but managed to macro it out, make his economic advantage last, and eventually pick off the other players with economic macro dominance. So well played to him. Well played. No derp awards really. Everyone did quite well in my opinion. Potentially a small derp for Okpuck. He was chasing after a huge group of units when he probably should have been running away from it, but he had no other choice. He didn't have any units to defend, and his ACU was really the only thing he could have used. Maybe he was even trying to com-bomb them in a brave way. But, no derp awards today. Well played, everyone. Play of the game today is going to be that attempted beetle snipe by ferfer. I love beetles. I wish they were better, but they're not. Ferfer nearly made them work anyway. What an absolute Chad. Good try, my friend. Bit of a shorter game today. I hope you still enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.